Welcome to my channel. My name is Kimberly and I'm a licensed esthetician with a background in cosmetic chemistry through my studies at Formula Botanica. Today, I will be walking you through a hand facial. It's something that I offer to my clients, but it's also something that you could do right from the comfort of your own home. Let's get into it. We will start with cleansing our hands for 1 to 3 minutes. I'm using Botanical Bliss Cleanser from Skin's Nutrition Skincare. This cleanser is gentle, is sulfate free, and is designed to remove buildup and prep the skin without removing moisture. We always want to choose a nourishing cleanser. Our hands should not feel dry after we cleanse our hands. Choosing a nourishing cleanser, it helps protect the skin barrier, especially in mature skin that's prone to dryness and irritation. And don't forget to scrub those nails. Next up, I'm using Lyra's Vita Bright Pill, a brightening, antioxidant rich, and vitamin C based exfoliating solution. There is a study in cosmetic and investigational dermatology that show exfoliants like glycolic acid as well as some of the other acids help reduce age spots and promote healthier turnover. Right now, I'm just going to be putting the solution all over my hands, making sure that I get in between them and pressing slightly firmly as I apply it. This step helps gently lift dull skin as well as over a period of time, of course, reducing the age spots that appear on our hands as they mature. The brown spots that appear on our hands are mainly from sun damage. Melanin clusters over time into visible spots that we see on our hands. On melanin-rich skin tones, our hands tend to get darker over a period of time due to the melanin overproduction triggered by friction. It could be from dryness, the UV exposure. This can lead to post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. I keep a pair of gloves in my car sometimes when the sun is beaming down because we're driving our cars to work, kids, whatever, and we have our hands up as we're driving and the sun is just beaming down on our hands. To keep the gloves in my car, you could get them from Amazon, and they're also good for us ladies that like to get gel nails when we go in, and every 2 weeks we're putting our hands under the UV light. It's also good to protect your hands from that light as well. I really took a deep dive into the study of aging hands when I started to experience my hands growing darker, like literally by the day. We will now repeat the process on hand number 2. So if you don't have a license, you're not an esthetician, and you don't have a license to purchase the professional grade products as the one that I'm using right now, you can still get great results at home just by using exfoliant that contains ingredients like glycolic acid, or even just a gentle physical scrub. I offer a nice nutritional scrub in my spa that my clients love, love, love. You can also use that on your hands for this step, so that you could get your hands exfoliated as well. I will generally leave this pill on my hand anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes. I have built up a tolerance for it. When I put it on, there is a little bite here and there, but nothing like as if this was going on your face. I don't know why I paused right there. However, just make sure if you are using the pill that you're making sure that you massage it in. And that's what I'm doing here, just making sure I get it everywhere. I really want those ingredients to just go deep in. Now I will be removing the peel. My pads, they stay refrigerated because when you remove this peel, you want to make sure that what you're putting on the skin is nice and cold because we want to make sure that we're neutralizing the peel as well as taking some of that heat from all of those wonderful ingredients that we just put on our skin. So you just want to make sure that you're wiping thoroughly and getting all of that removing the entire product from your hand wherever you had put it, okay? And then we're just gonna go ahead and switch to the other hand, doing the exact same. And let me tell you, this cold little pad, it feels so good after this treatment. And the next step after any peel, what you do is so important because now you have like basically activate your hand. It's like what's coming next. Everything is open and ready. So on our next step, we will be applying a brightening mask, and that is perfect to pair with that brightening pill. This brightening mask, it targets pigmentation. It also nourishes the skin and is packed with botanical lighteners and anti-inflammatory ingredients that is good for the skin. So my hand right now is just eating it up. So this mask worked beautifully for both lighter and deeper skin tones, helping to fade discoloration without causing any irritation on the hand. I normally leave this mask on for anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. I like to just lather it on my skin. It feels so good and calming after having that treatment of the pill. And once I have this mask fully covered, it's not on camera, but prior to cover my hands, I make sure that I give my hands a very good massage. And some may be asking, can hand facials really help? I've had clients ask me that. And yes, I can say that they do because I am over 45 and I have been experiencing the discoloration of my hands, also wrinkles. So I have been doing hand facials for quite some time now, and I see a huge improvement on my hands. Um, the ingredients that we're using, the vitamin C, the peptides, the AHAs, the retinols, they're all proving, clinical proven to improve skin texture, tone, and also your collagen levels. While hand facials won't erase damage instantly, with consistency, you can absolutely make a difference with your hands. Now here on this step, you can use any mask that you want. I tend to use a brightening mask on my hand because that's what I'm targeting. I want my hands to be bright and youthful looking, but you can use any mask to put on. Now, disclaimer, these gloves are actually not for the hands, they're for the feet, but I love them so much better because with this mask on, my hand is sticky and it's kind of hard to get into the gloves, and my hands fit in these perfectly and they get to stay together. So I usually use these when I'm doing my hand facial, and plus I'm just probably going to sit down for about 15 or 20 minutes while I allow this product to penetrate, and I'm just blowing it so that I could get my hands in there. So if you have regular gloves, it doesn't matter, or you could even opt out. You don't have to cover your hands. It's just a step that I add, okay? Now, once this mask sit on my hand for 20 minutes, I just like to take the same bowl that it was in with some very cold water and my fan brush, and I just like to gently rub it in. It's helping me to kind of break up the mask that's has soaking into my skin at this point, and also it feels really nice. Anytime I'm doing treatments on my hand, I like the mixture of warm
versus the coal. So this just feel good. I'm just removing this, and once I finish with the brush and all my little cute designs I'm actually doing for you, because usually, I get the cold water, I get the brush, and I'm just kind of slapping away. But I figured, let me kind of upgrade so you guys could have something pleasing to look at with the eye. At least that's what I love when I'm watching YouTube. So after this step, I will grab a very warm towel, which feels so good. We just did the cold and now we're back with the warm. And I'm just going to be removing the remainder of the product from my hands. And look at that. Look at that. That is beautiful, right? Consistency, and that's key to everything I tell my clients all the time is consistency. You may come once a month to get your hand facial, but what you do at home is so important. Next, I will be applying moisture to my hand. This is Protective Power by Skin's Nutrition Skincare. This formula seals in the moisture and supports the skin barrier with nourishing ingredients. Keeping the hands well moisturized is one of the most important ways to delay signs of aging, especially as we age and skin naturally loses that elasticity, the collagen. So you always want to make sure you moisturize your hands. Yes. Protect. I will finish this off with SPF 30. It is a must, especially after we have put all those active ingredients on our hands. We want to make sure it's protected. UV rays contribute directly to collagen breakdown and pigmentation changes. So the use of SPF daily is needed even on cloudy days and especially when you're going to be driving. Please. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I call my basic brightening hand facial here in the spa. It's basic because I didn't do the massage, I didn't do the cold scrub, the LED, just for the sake of this video, but trust me, I do indulge in those things. And let's keep those hands looking youthful. Love your skin and feed it right.